Warning, this podcast contains material not suitable for younger audiences, and some material that's not suitable for older audiences. If you're part of any age group, we've found a way to offend you. Run while you still can. We are the hapless heroes.
As soon as I said 12 huge dongs, Mike perked up.
Listen, it's been a month.
Hello and welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this most auspicious of evenings as we get to the good stuff. Speaking of the good stuff and the good people, starting from my left, we'll introduce our cast. We have Zach as Parrot of Lincolnwoods.
Let's see what's next on the agenda.
We have John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Felix, what are you getting us into?
To his left, we have Francesco as the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom.
Did he pass or did he fail?
Would it really affect the outcome?
It's more ominous when you say it that way.
Let's just...
To his left, we have Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
I'm waiting on pins and needles.
To his left, we have James as Hoblet the Smasher.
Good evening, friendos.
And to his left, we have Massimo as the gorgeous Morton Mack.
I'm a little nervous.
So we left our party, 5 out of 6 members of our party are at the Crystal Ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
With Felix in the middle of a meeting with the mayor, Harris Carter.
Impromptu.
Recently returned from wherever he's been, with bandages covering his left eye and left hand.
He was supposed to be dead. Well, we know as the players, we know that. But
Yep. See, the players
characters
can
do
dread
not.
and your characters don't know, so they can't do a thing about it.
Correct.
And Hoblet was off doing something with Mr. Black.
Yes.
But, I was presenting the bauble
the bauble
to
Mayor Harris Carter.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
he
you are still holding on to the result of this dice roll.
Yes.
Now, we believe that he had one of the gems. That's why
I think it was his eye.
he took his eye
Yes.
out. Yeah.
And he
already
did
gave
make
it
the
up.
roll. And what he did was he reached under the bandages on his left eye, and pulled the gem out from under the bandage.
Gross.
Gave it to you in exchange for taking the splendiferous bauble.
Because that's what it does. You have to exchange, in order for the, they are reaching out to have
Yes.
this thing.
Now, the question
So-
is he reaching out trying to take the bauble?
But the real
must
question
be.
is
He must be. 'Cause
Yes,
he does not
he is
must be.
reaching out to take and fully intends to accept the bauble.
So does that
Also-
mean that he failed the roll?
We don't know. You don't know
You
why
told me,
somebody would do that.
You told me to remind you
Yes.
the roll result. To tell
Yeah.
me the roll result.
Yes, later on.
Damn it.
Just make
well,
sure
we get to find out eventually. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. As long
but
as
knowing
there's-
what the result is would affect how you react. to
Okay,
it.
so
tricky
obviously
dick.
he is reaching for the bauble. Do I already have his eye in my hand?
It is touching your hand. He has not let go of it and won't until he has the bauble touching his hand.
Okay.
just make sure you disinfect that eye.
What the fuck are you doing,
So-
Felix? What else are we gonna do with this bauble? We're watching
For
this.
one, I left for
Just-
one episode.
Yeah. You're not even here.
I know.
Jarrell is responding
Just-
to this.
As the bauble touches his hand, right? Do
Yes.
I feel his grip release from the gem?
Simultaneous with him exerting his grip with his right hand on the bauble.
Okay.
You got it.
I'm going to yes, I do. However, I know how powerful this magic item is. Like I realize that what I'm doing here. It's not just like
Giving up the bauble or taking the gem?
I'm giving up the bauble.
Right. Oh yeah.
So
Still one of the most powerful artifacts we found.
precisely. So
You're gonna want to
See,
leave it.
you're committed now.
right. I completely agree.
Slide
But
out.
I'm trying to think. It's like I have an idea, but I know that it's going to require a contesting check that I will very likely fail.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna try to give
We'll
it.
cross that bridge when we get there.
He will know what the bauble is.
But I
once
would
the-
like
Shut your
to,
mouth.
once I have the gem in my grip, I would like to see if, as I sort of move to, shake his hand, you know what I mean? Like
Well,
What hand are you shaking his hand with?
the other hand that I was holding the bauble with that he has now accepted into his grip.
Oh, so you.
So you're switching it up.
I'm like trying to sort of time this thing. Like I know it's like it almost feels like it's happening in slow motion for me. So I'm like trying to do a series of things here. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to like almost like motion to shake his hand so that he would like think like, oh hey yeah, done deal. Because this was a business transaction, right? That I started this conversation
He
with.
is still under the effect.
Right, and see
Correct.
if I can
Presumably.
snatch the bauble and then cast Far Step to just disappear and teleport 60 feet from here.
This whole thing is
You're
really
trying to
stressing
sleight a
Paradell
hand.
out.
Yeah, we're all watching this.
Yeah, we're all
Paradell's
doing
getting really stressed out. Is there a bar nearby?
Well, this is like this
We're
exchange.
gonna all
We're
need
in
to
the
like
middle
get
of
the
a
fuck out
hand
of
cannon.
here together.
Let's go back over what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we had 0.5 seconds to respond to what's happening
Right.
Right.
in front of us.
We're all just sitting there with like our mouths open, like,
with the bouncers,
Right.
who are staring at you guys.
Right.
and we're staring at you
Right.
agape, trying to
Right.
figure this out.
And I'm not there.
So are you?
Can I?
Right. Are you trying to sleight a hand this away? Are you
I
trying
don't
to
know.
sleight-
I'm
what-
asking.
what are you
I
trying
am
to do?
asking Dave, what kind of check that would be to attempt to grab the bauble back.
Okay. Before we get to that,
Okay.
let's make sure we do a double check of the surroundings.
Yes, let's
around
do that.
this.
Yes.
So, you are in the VIP section of the
Correct.
Crystal
Oh my
Ballroom.
God.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh,
This is
James,
some
you have
gorgeous
no
Mort-
idea.
This is some gorgeous more shit you're pulling right now.
First off, the gorgeous Mort shit would have been a way better idea. Let me
It
just-
would have been
let me
more
just put
expensive.
that there.
So you're in the VIP area. What about my miniature doppelganger idea? We can still do something with that.
I mean, yeah, that's still in play.
Well, right now we're doing a thing. You're already doing a
But
thing.
so
it sounds like.
we're in the VIP area.
Okay.
VIP
Yes.
area that's exclusive.
With the mayor and no less than 10 of his hired guard.
Correct.
10 guards.
two of which.
No matter
correct.
what, we need to get the fuck away from here before the effect
Sure.
of this bauble wears off.
Correct.
But two of which are directly with our party, which is what, 30 feet behind you, 20 feet behind you, while you're
About
talking
20
to the
feet.
mayor.
I think it was
They,
something
they
like that.
overheard our
They-
conversation.
and they came over to us.
Yes.
But then
there
behind
there
you-
is a healthy amount of attention on the rest of the party.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
So-
okay, good. So you've all drawn attention. None of you
It's
have
mostly
remained.
Felix.
None of this.
No,
is
that was the Mort plan.
Yeah.
Well, we were being more
Next,
subtle.
keep going. I want to hear some more good decisions you made in the one episode that I missed.
You missed.
Just
you,
listen to the episode when you get a chance.
You missed the reveal. To
I don't
Let's
think
just
Mort.
say
Yeah.
Felix
It is
kind of.
I pulled one over on everyone, including
we were all
including
shocked
Dave.
by all.
Okay.
Yes. It was brilliant.
It was
So
brilliant.
This
We're
is the
in-
result of that.
You're in the VIP.
Right.
Yes.
You've got 10 guards, and you're trying to steal something back from the mayor. Is there
Oh,
anything else
Felix
I
is
should
trying
know?
to do so.
The last
currently.
gem is
No,
what
the-
I'm
he has.
taking.
No,
he
and-
has the gem.
You have the gem. Now you're trying to steal the
the
bauble.
bauble.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
And
So I just want to bring myself up to speed. Is there
Yes.
anything else? Is there like a tiger that's going to attack you in a minute that you didn't tell
Maybe.
me about?
No.
Trap
It is a
door.
VIP section. You don't know what people
That's
bring
what I'm
there.
saying.
Dave.
Let's not give Dave any ideas.
At this point is where Mr. Black and James are going to make their re-entry into the
Fuck,
story
fine.
by coming up on this scene right here,
So you
where you
teleport
see
in.
maybe about 40 feet away from you, Felix and the mayor that you and Black were looking for and couldn't find all
Oh.
this time.
Okay.
So
The mayor you're looking for is right
Wait a
there,
minute, wait a
talking
minute,
very
wait a minute.
closely with Felix, and they appear to be
So-
exchanging something.
I need to ask you a question. Hoblet keeps a people to kill list.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that the mayor is on my people to kill list, or am I just looking for him?
That would be
Right
your
now,
decision.
we are
gonna-
just
did-
looking for the mayor.
Okay. Because
Okay.
if we were set out to assassinate him, that would
This might turn
I
out
would
a little
come-
different.
These things
This
would,
would
this
really
situation would
get
change.
interesting.
I
I would
understand.
come at this differently.
I understand. That's actually
If
a
he's
really
not
good
on
thing
my-
to establish.
If he's not on my people to kill list, then I come into this just we were
Right.
looking.
I'm
You know
really
he's gonna
glad.
lie, yes.
Really glad you asked that
Right.
beforehand.
yes.
You know you
yes.
have Mr. Black
Thank you.
at your back.
Good job.
Right, and that's why if he's on my people to kill list,
Right.
I've got. If
He's a
I've got
person he's
Mr.
gonna
Black
kill.
and I find any of these people, they're getting killed.
Is there anything
I'll
you
be
want
like,
to
yo, let's kill
It's
this.
time to go.
So what do you want to do when
You're
you
outta
immediately
here.
arrive and you see this?
Yeah.
Well, we're still 40 feet away, right?
You're about 40 feet away. You see the dealing, although all you see is them exchanging items. You don't know what those items
Okay.
are.
Would he be
You
able?
also see, and only about 10 feet away from you because you're just coming out of the crowd towards where this table is.
Okay.
You see the remainder of the party sitting there at the table, all kind of looking over their shoulders furtively, trying to look at what's going
Process.
on without making it look like they're looking at what's going on.
Which I'm not very good at.
Where are there
None of us
more?
are.
Where are there more guards?
There's
two
the
guards
10 of
went-
the mayor's personal guard are in the area in general. There are, let's say, 3 of them within about 15 feet of Felix and the mayor.
And
Another
two went
few,
over.
Yes, 2 are within about 10 feet of the party.
Um,
And the remaining 5 are somewhere in between. Maybe they're sitting at a table drinking some beers, but still attentive.
not to assume it the way that this is going to come out, because I know that this definitely is not the case. But is Mr. Black kind of following my lead, or am I?
Mr. Black and you were just casually sort of roll up by, pretty much side by side.
All right, I'm gonna nudge Mr. Black in a kind of pally kind of way, and be like, "There he is.
Yes, I can see that.
I'm going to head over. Do you want to hang back and keep an eye?"
What sort of bet would you like to place on making it through all of these mooks?
2, 4, maybe 10. Well, I think we could take them, but this area is a little bit constrained. How do
Yeah.
you want to play this?
Just looking over his shoulder, over to the right, to the left, with some amount of delicacy, I might believe.
This is the longest conversation I've ever heard in 0.5 seconds.
Okay, so that's going. So that is going on, sort of running
I'd like to say
simultaneous.
that's kind of
too.
going on while we're walking.
Yeah,
up.
yes.
That
Yeah.
conversation took place while we were walking up to where we were at.
This is
And
5 seconds previously to the
Okay.
0.5 seconds.
Right.
Yeah. So
you see the
let's jump the camera back to the center of the action between Felix and the mayor.
Uh-huh.
So so the mayor has grabbed the splendiferous bauble with his right hand
That is correct.
and is holding the in his bandaged left hand the gem that he pulled out from under the bandages on his left eye.
No, that's in Felix's hand now.
Stop. I need to. Okay, just keep going. But that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
You
trying to
said
figure out what.
bandaged left hand
Yes.
and a missing left eye.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you really want to do this?
Dude, to leave the bottle.
Well,
I can't
Felix,
metagame.
listen,
He's
Felix
committed
would
at this
not,
point.
No.
No, he's
You're,
not.
you're right. Felix wouldn't know.
Actually, Felix might know if he's read anything about this type. But would you agree?
Well,
Left-sided injuries?
yes.
left-sided injuries, because we already know who the external malefactor is.
Uh-huh.
That is a good. You know what? Because that is a god going around, make a religion check against it.
Your balls are really on the line here, Felix.
Yeah, Felix, you really are in a pickle.
Don't worry.
That you put yourself in.
5 if you're doing religion.
Yeah. No. Something, but you're not really
Okay.
sure.
Well, then I wouldn't be acting any differently besides just trying to.
Yeah, this is a political figure surrounded by his bodyguards.
Right. So I would be trying to take the bauble back and see, if I could potentially do that and figure out what sort of check I need to make to grab it out of his grip, and then cast a bonus action spell to just like poof 60 feet away.
You probably want to make that poofing away conditional on whether or not you pass this check.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah? You're going to stay there if you fail the check?
Well, check first, then decide.
Well, right, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're gonna poof away regardless.
Well, let's just see what happens.
I'll just say,
You never.
He did.
this is Felix's thing here. This is all on him. We can't say anything. We're all,
Shut
we're
the
all
fuck up.
taken up right now.
All right, do what you're gonna do, Felix.
Go.
This is
Let's
Felix's
get past
show.
this moment. Let's get past this moment. So, what kind of check could I make? Would sleight of hand work? You said
I feel like this
gripping
would
it.
be a sleight of hand contest.
Okay.
Because,
It's not like I'm the greatest at it, but I have some dexterity.
Well, dude, you're gonna really need something here.
You could cut the tension with the knife in this fucking room.
14.
I am going to again use Ben luck. Can I do this from here? I'm 20 feet away from you.
Can you influence it? Because you don't even know what's
Can
happening.
I influence it?
Do you even know what's happening?
We're looking at you. We can see what's happening.
right.
You're going.
we're not
he's
far
watching
away
you
from
go
you.
to try
I'm
to
just saying,
grab
I guess
the
I'm asking
ball.
more like Dave.
Right, if
Can
Dave,
he
if that's
interfere
possible.
here, or is he like cut out of this situation?
I'm gonna say I'm sorry. I'm gonna say make a perception check.
Make a
I want to
perception
see if you both see and then understand what's going
to
on.
see
So
if
we're
I-
making
alright.
2 checks here.
Oh boy. Okay.
So you see. Now we're gonna make a second. We're gonna call that an investigation check to see if you actually understand what's happening there.
Investigation.
Or an insight?
Okay.
Really making it hard to interfere here. Wow. Let's do it. Come on, get
Yeah.
it. Get it, boy.
So
Get
what
it.
is it? Investigation or insight?
It's investigation.
Yeah.
15.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
You know what?
On this, that's a modified 21. And then I
That's
gotta-
a modified 21.
On the perception.
On the perception.
And a 15.
Okay.
and a 15 on the investigation.
You know what?
I will make another.
I will give you the 15 on that. Okay, you do see it.
And you understand it. Well played.
Yeah, and you understand what's going on.
understand Ben
See it
Luck.
and
So
understand
you
it,
see
I will-
him. Looks like he's going to try to pull a grift on this guy.
Right. So I'm going to use Ben Luck to give him 1d4.
So you want
on
him to
his
be able
sleight
to
of
do
hand
this.
action. Correct. I would like Francesco to get
Mort would
away
definitely,
with.
yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that it's known that Mort is complicit in this action
I
if
am
it goes tits up.
completely complicit.
All right.
With Felix's action.
Okay, so,
So
add your thing.
1d4 to
Yep.
Felix's roll.
Yes.
That he-
Mort is now culpable.
Ah,
Big
18.
fucking time. Let's go.
make that a modified 18 now.
Pretty good.
Against a 29.
All of that
What
was
in the world?
completely wasted.
Okay, so
So what happens is you make the pull, and nothing goes anywhere, and he speaks in a nice low voice that only you can hear. Mr. Fizzlebottom, release the bauble. Don't try to grift me in my own home.
release the grip.
And the trade goes off.
It was a pleasure doing business, Mr. Mayor.
At least we've seen the bauble before, so it won't affect us.
I assure you, the pleasure is all mine, Mr. Fizzlebottom.
Can I make an insight real quick?
This is the
You
worst.
don't even have to add this in. This isn't. He did say release the bauble, correct?
Yes, he did.
So he is fully aware.
That's why
Of what's
I'm
happening.
letting go. It was a pleasure doing business. And I'm going to slowly back away from the table.
I'm gonna do a perception
Yep.
check for Jarrah.
So that happens. I just want to pull up.
2.
Where was the sheet that I
Nice
wrote the
try.
note on? Okay, good.
Go ahead.
I'm going to show you my note in the corner of my page on what he rolled.
Oh,
Can we all see this here?
fuck.
Get the fuck out
He
of here.
nat
You
20
being
that
serious?
check.
Are you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah. That's why I was like, you're gonna want to ask me how that went after you knew what happened.
Damn. All right. Well, this is
Yeah,
gonna get interesting.
he saw right through you.
He wanted me to have this thing.
Correct.
because he still handed me his eye.
So there's something deeper in this
Well-
because he didn't try to murder you.
Okay. I'm backing away from the table.
Yeah. Just that you're seeing that he more highly values what he got than what he gave.
And I just realized what happened here, but I am trying to not cause a scene.
You were played.
But
Player
he's the
got
only
played.
one who knows it.
Right.
Right.
Because, again, one of my character flaws is that I am convinced that no one can fool me the way that I fool others.
Player got played.
So,
The player. got
I'm
played.
walking this off like
Can Felix get inspiration?
this
for
was
that?
a good. I already have
He's
adult
already
onset
carrying
inspiration.
inspiration.
But I appreciate
Otherwise, that would be worth a look.
You know what? If anything, I've earned my keep of the adult onset inspiration.
Yes. Great.
Thinking I probably
Fantastic.
should have used it.
No buyer's remorse here.
However, worse things might be happening.
I'm not sure that would have really
You would have had
changed
to roll
your
in that
fate.
one
Yeah.
originally. Yeah.
So speaking of fate, no one knows what it is after noon tomorrow. So
True. That is true.
I'm going to turn now my back to Harris Carter.
As you turn your back, he does say, "I will see you tomorrow, right?"
Yes, for the coronation. Yeah, where will you be sitting?
On the dais, of course. This is my city, after all.
Uh-huh. Well, I will see you there. Yes, it has been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to extend my left hand to shake his.
I'm counting on it. And he offers up his right just over the top.
Okay.
So he gives him like a clasp.
Yeah.
Okay. This is awkward.
Yeah.
I'll see you
he,
tomorrow.
squeezes, with a nice confident look in the eyes. And then releases.
Was it heartfelt?
It was at the very least genial.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'm going to turn now to the group, and I'm just going to sort of make like one of those like let's we need to go, like we need to have like a dark vision conversation.
The finger
You
circling, let's get the hell out of here type
You
of
think?
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I see Hoblet and Mr. Black chilling out somewhere in this crowd?
You would see them just walking up to the party as you are walking back from there.
I'm just going to
As
kind of
this whole thing, this whole series of events from the moment we started the episode has taken 20 seconds.
right.
Tops.
Okay.
So they have spilled forth from the crowd about 10 feet from the table, rolled up to the table just as you are disengaging from your social entanglement slightly easier than them pulling out of shoulder to shoulder people.
So, for clarification purposes, because I've got something I'd like to check on here.
Okay.
We are in, or Felix more specifically, was in the mayor's VIP. We're all.
Yes.
I was having a
So
private
Fe-
conversation with the mayor.
So Felix is leaving. The mayor is not leaving.
Yeah.
The mayor is staying in his VIP booth because he's in his VIP booth. Like, I just want to
He's
see
the
if that's the
VIP.
case. Like, we're leaving. He's not leaving. We came into him. He's in. I'm picturing him like in his area with his guards. He's not like. This conversation isn't happening. Then all parties aren't leaving. No.
Yeah.
Felix is telling us we need to leave.
Does anyone have a passive perception of better than 16?
No.
No.
Hold on. No.
No.
Okay.
The only question that I have for you is
For whom? Me as the
you
DM?
Maybe no. Arian Black.
Okay.
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
Okay.
We just spent a considerable amount of time looking for this man. And now here he is. Is what we know of our mission, is Felix's enough convincing? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going
Okay.
on here.
Well, as you're
I'm-
turning to your left to ask him these things, you notice that he is not where you expect him to be and he has vanished.
Okay. So then we'll...
Hence the passive perception check.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
I will
Aha.
also quickly say that we spent the majority of our time trying to find the gem, not necessarily trying to find the man.
That was our
Right.
objective.
That was our
Yes.
objective.
Right.
So
But
it's
I'm
not the
just
man.
wondering if Mr. Black and I would be like, okay, we've been looking for him. Now we need to go talk to him.
You don't know.
Or if
This is where those two storylines converge.
Right, and this is now where I feel like we should all group up
he's gone.
Reconvene
and have a conversation.
Yeah, let's do that.
He's gone. Let's go.
So what is it? T-minus to like ended days. How long do we have? What
Couple
time is it
hours.
right now?
Yes, we should go back to a lodging.
It is.
No, yes, no, maybe.
The sun has just set on the park.
The eve
Yes.
of the coronation.
It is.
Coronation.
Yes, it is summer, so it is about 9 p.m. So you are 15 hours from the coronation right now.
It's like a big, big block letters against a black background, like
The
15 hours
coronation.
till
Yeah.
coronation.
Now, when Felix asked the mayor where he was going to sit, does Felix know what the?
On the dais, yeah, like the raised platform where the throne is.
I didn't know that with that word,
Yeah.
man. So I was.
Yeah.
I thought you said Amadeus and then
Amadeus,
You know
Amadeus.
what went through my head.
on
On the
Dais.
dais, not the Amadeus.
Amadeus.
We get it.
Ooh, rock me on the dais.
Right.
Oh, that sounds really different.
Right. So, that's what I want to talk to everybody about, but not here.
Well, let's go.
Right.
Like to literally anywhere but here.
Yeah, let's find a dark room somewhere.
Yeah. Is there lodging?
Is there a dimly
around?
lit room?
Do we
close
have
to us?
lodging? Do
The
you guys
nearest
have
lodging
already?
is the really nice hotel that you guys turned down last night.
The the really nice hotel, not the
Yeah,
Grand
the one we
Coronation
turned
Hotel.
down.
Well, we
Yes.
might as well
Let's live it up.
splurge, right?
Let's live it
'Cause
up.
we might
Because
not
if
be
everything
here in
is over
15 hours,
tomorrow,
right?
We have to have
My
a
goal doesn't
conversation.
matter. Let's
right.
go.
But we're getting our drinks and we're taking them up to the room.
Okay.
Fine.
We need to have a dark vision meeting.
like the second.
I
drink
love how
or
we
the
have
first
to get
drink?
drinks first. Like,
Oh, I'm not.
You're gonna want to sit down and have a beverage for this.
I'm drinking a Caucasian. I'm feeling good.
You're drinking a Caucasian?
Yeah.
So,
No.
A White Russian.
what was the name of the place again?
I don't believe we named it last time.
We did not.
I can't recall a name for it from last time. We would
I
have
don't
to
remember.
maybe look it back up, but nothing
we ended up
stands out in
staying
my
where
head.
Paradise.
No, I don't think we had a name. Do you want to?
It was on the south edge of Lake Fillmore there. That
be
island in the
South
middle is where you came back into the city.
Right.
So very Central Park South kind of vibe going on here.
How much was it a night again?
500 gold for everyone for the night.
For
Not for each
everyone.
individual person, for the group.
2, 3, 4.
So 75.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
drop that. Let's go.
Yeah, well, over 75 because that would be 450.
We have calculators,
80.
people.
80?
It's gonna be like 77.
What's the total? Stop.
500 divided by 6.
Yeah.
300 divided by 6.
500 divided by 6.
500 divided by 6.
Yeah, take your time.
Am I right with 77 and a half?
It's 83 and
Oh, I'm way
0.3
off.
repeating.
Yeah.
So
84.
one person plays
84.
84.
It's 84.
Yeah.
I can do the 84.
Yeah. So
Well, we're gonna leave a tip too, so I'll put 84 in as well. Man, I do not have a lot of gold.
Why not?
Just don't.
You haven't been around.
you know, it's
Yeah,
funny.
I
we would probably actually want to pay you if your character stopped doing such stupid
Then
things.
you do
grab
not
this dude by his
understand
face.
my character.
No, we don't.
No, but your
Nobody
character
does.
doesn't understand his character.
Right.
That's
Which is the beauty of Mort.
You're right.
How can we know if you don't know yourself?
Yeah. I'm still soul searching out here. Mord's just
Okay,
free spirit.
so we get a nice.
Oh my gosh, this place is glorious. It is a six room suite, like
Jacuzzi?
6 bedrooms. Everyone gets their own bedroom,
Damn
and
straight.
there's a very nice common area that takes up the entire top floor of the hotel.
Does Paradil's room have a mini fridge?
It has an ice chest.
Does everyone get their own jacuzzi?
No, there is a common hot tub that's actually in the main room, set into the floor.
Also,
And
what the
Hoblet
fuck
is-
is the fun in having your own jacuzzi?
Right.
You're supposed to
I mean,
share
you
a
could go
jacuzzi.
into.
That's the
Is
point.
that really?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in a jacuzzi by myself. I don't want to come to any of your jacuzzi parties.
No. First off,
Everybody
we should
has
have
their own
sitting by
separate
myself.
jacuzzi.
we should have our dark vision session in the jacuzzi. Am I right?
It's in a common area. So
Turn the lights off.
there's people.
No,
Everywhere.
it's like,
No,
this is
Yeah,
our
it's
just
just
to
in our
your
suite.
Wait, whoa. You're saying not the common area of
common
like the
area.
hotel.
Common
Yeah.
area.
Our Absolutely, then we're having a fucking conversation in the jacuzzi in the dark.
Hoblet is already in his
I was
cod
gonna
piece.
say. I feel like Mort's
Only
there
his
too.
cod piece.
Oh, Mort already has bath bombs and everything already.
Hoblet, when was the last time you washed that?
Oh.
Washed what?
Oh,
I think no. You got the order wrong. It's what's washed.
Right. I showered a couple months ago.
Gerald gets
So
naked.
yes,
So today,
the water
right now,
around him is a
10
little
seconds.
streaky with greasiness.
Yeah. Come on in, boys. The water's fine.
can I use prestidigitation to at least clean the surface of the water?
Ugh.
You can, and it
Does
keeps
it-
it clean for about 3 seconds before the water churns up more
Just keep
shininess.
You know what? I'm just Dave, and this is arbitrary, I guess, but I'm gonna make insight check to just see if it's I don't care enough to get it, to just
Like,
not,
how
to not
dirty
get
does
in.
it
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
wait.
there's a limit to this sort
Hang
of
on a
thing.
second.
You can only carry so much dirt.
Hang on a second. Just to add some mood lighting, Peridot reaches over and turns on the UV lights.
Right. Nice.
Does that reveal anything?
I like the joke, and I'm trying to think why on earth a luxury hotel room would have that.
Right.
Well,
What are you talking about?
In
That's
the
like
office,
that's some pretty like
To show
clutch
off
mood lighting.
The
in the
UV
office
love.
when
Yeah.
they do
No.
it, he says it's either
No, not unless you want to see questionable spots
Right,
on
right.
things.
Because it's a luxury hotel and they take care of their shit. So they're like, hey,
Yeah.
it's like almost like a blustering kind of move. It's like, hey,
it's also a luxury
clean it. You
hotel.
can
There's
turn
a
on a black light
gargantuan
here.
amount of fucking going on here.
right.
But
either
they
blood-
take care of it, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
They're proud of the fact that they can have UV lighting in the rooms because
everyone's
Exactly.
banging
I like what you guys are trying to
Everything's just
justify
white.
here, but I'm not going to allow that one.
Well, fuck
Well, Mort's
that.
gonna
The court has,
swan dive.
the court has decided differently.
Mort's getting in.
Mort's swan diving.
You can't
into-
swan
I
dive
am
into
a
swan
jac-
dive into a
again.
jacuzzi.
I'll
Again.
still get in. I'll take a
Again.
bath later, but I'll still get in.
Mort is swan
This is-
diving.
I thought this was the
gets-
The
bad.
water does cycle enough where it's really not that bad. It's just sort of localized around him.
I'm going to polymorph myself into like a halfling that's just like slightly taller. You know what I'm saying? Maybe give me just another extra foot. Just so that
That's
it's
acceptable.
not-
are
like,
we
You
it's
gonna-
keep
not
all
like-
of the same features. They're just stretched out.
Exactly.
Are we gonna completely bypass the bludgeoning damage that Mort gets from the bottom of the jacuzzi?
Right.
Let me
into a dig.
Hold on. Let me ask. Can I make an acrobatics check to see how well I pull off the swan dive in the
Like, does he like dolphin in
Hoo boy. If we're really doing this, we are going to do an acrobatics check. It is going to be at disadvantage because you are diving into a pool
Into a
shallower than
fucking
you
jacuzzi.
are. That's full of people.
Well, I'm the second one in, so I'm just saying.
Okay. That
It's not full of people. It's full of one person.
You're probably taking.
I'm
damage.
going anyway. Let's go. No, I'm not taking damage. F off everyone. That is a lot. Hold
Even
on.
at disadvantage. Damn.
Even at disadvantage,
Look at that.
I am rolling a 26.
Nice job.
Good try though.
Sorry,
25.
That's
Math is hard.
fantastic.
And just like almost
I'm not
no
even
splash.
angry. That's amazing.
Almost
Zero
no splash.
splash.
Well, it wasn't a net
It was
20.
a
there was
beautiful-
almost no splash.
A beautiful, maybe a droplet.
They're all also wondering how you performed this physics-defying feat of somehow diving straight in and somehow curving so as not to cause yourself a grievous traumatic brain injury.
And aren't you super tall?
I do a lot of
fuck,
stretching.
right?
I'm not super tall. I'm like
Oh.
6 foot.
We already covered that he's
So for
a
all the
trust-
rest of us, you're super tall.
We already covered that he's a trust fund baby. He's had a lot of practice with his jacuzzi acrobatics.
Oh yeah.
And
big
just
crack.
surfaces back into both arms back along the side of the jacuzzi like he meant to do it the whole way.
This isn't the first jacuzzi that Mort has swan dived into.
That might explain something.
I have a lot of.
Oh my god.
So
You're not too far off.
So
And we
Felix,
somehow wrote an origin story with one really good dice roll.
So Felix,
Yeah. So
what was that?
okay. Okay. So obviously, guys, we need this last gem. There is something off about that mayor. Quinn, do you have the invitation still that you got for this coronation? Can I see? Who's the person? Like, who is the person that they said they are coronating?
I don't believe it did.
I think it does.
It does.
No,
It does not.
it does not.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
yeah, it does.
Oh yeah.
Andorios.
Sorry.
Majesty
yeah.
Andorios the First.
Andorios the First.
So
He was the current crown prince.
Yes.
Right.
So
No one expected Imperator Titus to pass. It was a very sudden thing.
Right.
That happened months after you had gotten your hands on this, even
Correct.
though he was in good health and in not even suspected to be abdicating.
Fuck. Something's going down.
Well, yeah, there's no question.
The mayor said that he'll be sitting there up on the dais with Andorios, but he kept saying, "This is my city,"
Right.
and he said it in a way that made me a little uncomfortable. But I thought that our goal was to get the gem, figure out how it's tied to all this. I'm gonna see if I have a few more in my bag. I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to maybe see if hopefully Zero's watching. We kind of wave like some shit's going down. Maybe he hear. We figure we need to. There's something. I think this mayor is tied to everything tomorrow.
There's
JRL.
something sinister about this man.
He
Yes.
knew it was a bauble that I was handing him, and he still handed me his eye anyways. Something's up with this.
Jarrell is sitting in the hot tub, squirting water into little streams with his hands, and he asks Felix, "Felix, that's an interesting thing for him to say. Do you know
yes.
anything about the Order of Secession?
This is here.
How would he end up overseeing this city?" And I want to roll a history check.
Besides being the mayor. Okay.
He's not.
He did introduce him. As
Yeah, but
Mayor Harris
Andorios
Carter.
would presumably be.
the next imperator.
Yes,
Own-
the Imperator, the ruler of the Grand Kingdom of Cronessus, this entire region almost.
Right, so it doesn't belong to the mayor, it belongs to Andorios.
Right.
And I just want to do a history check to see if I know anything about the Order of Secession. Why the mayor would become, if he murdered Andorios, would he become the next ruler? And that's what
okay,
I'm,
okay,
yeah, that's,
okay.
Really
that's what Jarrell is saying.
insightful.
All right, sure.
But it's only an 11.
You're not entirely sure. Usually in this case, there would be a whole big to-do about the succession. About
But is there anyone else? that we know
Andorios
in-
himself has no heir.
Okay.
The Lord Mayor, while considered nobility, is not in the direct line of succession.
Okay.
But there would be a lot of different people and families jockeying for it.
Sure.
And the mayor might get a minor claim, but it would take years to resolve this.
So after this actual blood secession would cease, they'd do maybe some kind of vote or something.
Some kind of.
So this doesn't seem
Right.
directly
Oligarchical.
related at this point.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's a
But
hunch.
that was a good. That was definitely a good inquiry.
Yeah, not a bad question at all. Okay. All right. Well, so I'm struggling to think about because now he has the bottle, and that didn't necessarily go exactly as I planned it. However,
At least we have all the gems.
we have all the gems.
Could you repeat that there, little fellow?
Yeah.
No, I said it once, and that's the only time I'm saying it.
Oh, it was such sweet rain on my ears.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying that everything that we know and love is going to end
Fellas,
tomorrow,
fellas.
and I'm the only person who tried to do something about
Fellas,
it?
stop bickering. Let's
a
get
little
down to
bittersweet
brass
now.
tacks here.
He's catching glares.
This
Yeah,
mayor's
catching a lot
got to
of
go.
glares.
So,
Am I wrong?
Are you suggesting we murder him? And again,
No.
Jarrell's still squirting little streams of water.
And again, no, I'm not suggesting we murder him, but I'm suggesting that he is at the center
We can all agree on that.
of the fate of tomorrow.
But since we're not going there and murdering him,
Which, I mean, again, I'm not completely against. This is a literal life or death situation.
I got this vibe that there is something very powerful about this mayor. And I think that just trying to break in or assault him and attempt to kill him might end up in a really bad situation. We, the mistress of fate herself, told us that if we could not stop what's about to happen, that we must do what we can to mitigate the damage.
What about Could we, because we have tonight, could we go to Endorios?
And speaking of the Raven Queen, what were you doing with Black Hoblet?
Don't worry about it. We were handling some business. We'll get to that.
So this is just because you don't want to admit that they found the mayor before you did.
Of course not. I was on a different quest of a different nature and kind entirely.
Hey, you don't have to
just
justify that to me. I'm just the disembodied voice of reality.
So out of pride, you won't tell us what you were doing.
He's making it sound super secretive.
And super important.
And as soon as
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Attaboy.
Well deserved.
James just got
I'm
inspiration.
a fucking
for that
mercenary
one, too.
badass.
Yeah.
So I know the mercenary life well, and I have an idea here that that is, it's still, there may be some smashiness to it, but it might be the most, a more tactful play. It works in the movies all the time. That's how I know it'll work for us.
Does Hoplet know that? He's seen these movies?
Exactly.
Okay.
Could we maybe steal some uniform?
We
And
tried
maybe
that. Oh, sorry.
Try
you
to
guys tried
pass
that
ourselves off as like to get in and get close, but
Like
still not.
hotel workers?
before. First of all, if we get ourselves exiled from this city
Right.
before the end of all
Correct.
causality tomorrow,
Right.
everything is fucked.
I
If we
think
get exiled, we'll just sneak in.
No,
No.
no.
I'm saying
I
that
think
that's
we
a
need-
You
bad
can't just
idea.
add breaking one law with another one. I mean, listen. Like,
That's
I'm
the
not
story
saying
of
that,
my life,
I'm not
Felix.
saying that we haven't broken the law sometimes to get something done, because that's
Okay.
absolutely important.
So
I'm only
no
saying
to
that
stealing the uniform.
the further we put ourselves away from this situation, the more risks we take, the better chance we have of being completely blindsided by.
really interesting words, Felix.
So this,
I was proud of you for a second, and then you went and ruined
I was like, oh, I totally agree, and then I realized that you just did that.
Let's gloss over that detail
right?
and just focus on what's next. I've
have-
already moved.
We
forward.
have yet to talk to Andorios.
Yeah, it's easy for you.
I have a direct invitation to his coronation.
It doesn't
Right.
say where you're
to
sitting.
his
even.
coronation, not to his bedchamber.
Right. But I think that if we explain to him that we think that there's something off about his coronation, and that we know something about the mayor that he might want to know, I think he would give us a moment of his
What
time.
do we know?
How can we?
Who are you that
Convey
would
this
get
purpose.
this kind of access?
Quinn Southwind.
Lord Captain Quinn Southwind, the
Thank
benevolent
you.
first of his name. We've added more over time, but we've all forgotten it because it's not fucking important. I mean, I love you.
No, you look like you have something to say.
You're regional heroes from the Northeast.
Right.
Right.
We have a name.
Straight out of.
You're not
I mean, I have a
nobles
name,
of the
but you
home
guys are with
country.
me.
Even they would have a really hard time accessing the emperor after his bedtime on the night before his coronation. This is a big ask here.
I think we should go. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Paradil is
Let me just hear what
literally raising
Paradil
his
has to say really quick, because he's been raising his hand for a bit, and I'd like to hear what this man has
Nobody
to say.
cares. It was a joke. The timing's off now.
Damn it.
I was just gonna ask you if your shape-shifting abilities were good enough for you to get into Endorios' bed chambers.
No.
No, that's like the worst idea. Can we
Terrible
just go
idea.
knock on the door?
Don't
And-
surprise the man.
No, I'm just saying you can be like a lady of the night.
At this point, this is like dire situations and dire times. I think the best way to do it is just to knock on the fucking door
I think
and
we
say
should
that
talk to
something
him.
is wrong.
Dressed up as a pretty lady.
Prostitute.
Not dressed like a prostitute, dressed like heroes that care about the end of humanity.
Okay, right now, everyone just stop. The paladin suggested a prostitute.
no,
The
that
spoiled trust fund baby who has been making chronically
Paladin
dumb decisions
suggested.
for weeks comes up with the adult thing to say. Just
Again,
note this moment, because this could be a turning point here.
This is where we need to suck ourselves back into character.
We need to suck ourselves how?
I was gonna, teed up.
but for real, let's go knock on the fucking door.
How is
What
Mort the
door?
only one that agrees with me?
What door are you going to knock on?
We have to know. We have to know where he stays around.
The palace.
Yeah.
So the palace door.
Let's go to the fucking palace.
Do you think you're just gonna walk you straight up to where he is? You're just gonna knock on the front door of the palace, and be like, "Hey, yeah, we're here to see, the fucking emperor."
Again,
Yeah, they
if
might.
we submit our case of something fucked up is going to happen, and we convince them that something fucked up is going to happen,
I trust Quinn to have that conversation.
that is fine.
You need to stay as far away
Listen,
with your
I'm not
hands and your
saying
touching.
That I need to. I don't want to have this conversation, but this conversation needs to be had. Let's go do it.
So just to clarify, who's the Earl Marshal?
Blackstone.
Right.
Is,
what's his connection?
His
This was listed
connections.
on your invitation.
Yes.
Yes, he's the one who issued the invitations
Right.
because that's sort of the government position that
Sure.
he has.
So what's his connection to the Emperor?
He's a high up minister in the government.
So we should go to him.
More,
So
okay.
he will if okay. So if we go to him, he probably will be able to get us attendance with the king,
I
with
mean-
the Emperor.
Can I?
The day before the coronation.
I would be.
I mean,
You know what,
this
can we
is-
have a dry run? What are you going to say?
No, hold on. You know what I'm going to say?
I think so. I've been invited by this man, Blackstone. He clearly knows who
but
we
just,
are.
just look at me and pretend I'm Blackstone. Would you prefer if I changed my appearance? Here, maybe I'll give myself some cool shades.
I don't understand. Okay.
Have this conversation with me if I were as if I were Blackstone.
Okay, there's one question to
hello.
ask. I've got one question for him.
Yeah.
How did you send us this invitation 3 months before dude died?
Well,
It's got your fucking name on it. That's what I want to know.
yeah.
You
I
sent
mean, like,
this to me.
There's a reason
3
why I
months-
was
right.
invited to this.
So you're the
Or we were.
you're sketchy too. As far as I'm concerned,
Right.
he's sketchy too.
Who did he actually
He's
get it
got to have some sort
This
of
dude,
information.
whoever
No,
the
no,
dude
no.
is who sent it
Then
from.
let's
from?
figure
Who
out
handed the letter
who
to
Blackstone
Quinn?
is.
Yes.
Black.
Let's figure out who
Correct,
Blackstone is.
Right. No. So
Of
I
all the people to hand you a letter from
From
anywhere,
a person named Blackstone.
right. I'm just saying. I think it would make a lot of sense for us to go to the person that
Yes.
supposedly sent this letter
I-
3 months earlier.
I agree with you. I would
Oh.
like to make sure that Blackstone is a real person.
I'm
and not
thinking it just might be Black.
our Mr. Black.
Right.
So okay. So let me. So
Who gave you this to begin with?
right?
I feel like we did this, but can I just do?
I feel like a lot of answers.
Can I do a history check on
Sure.
who I think this person is?
Yeah, you can go for that.
Okay, 25.
25. Good, because failing that, I'm sure you could have just asked the concierge at the hotel as well.
Right. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
But yes, Blackstone is the Earl Marshal. He's the head of the household.
Yeah, I feel like I checked that at some point.
Yeah.
Do you think he is in cahoots?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
Who's cahoots?
I mean, so I'm very concerned with why you think this is a bad idea.
No,
what other idea is there?
I'd rather find the Earl Marshal
Right.
than just go knock on the front door of the
Right.
fucking palace.
I agree,
And
and
just
I
be
think
like-
this is a nice way of
Well,
kind
let's
of.
go knock on the Earl Marshal's door.
Right.
We need to just
Yeah.
start knocking,
Right.
and we need to do it now.
We need to make some noise.
Where does the Earl Marshal stay?
Well, we can ask probably anyone because he's
Sure.
not the
Let's
fucking
ask.
emperor.
I'm gonna.
Now, the Earl Marshal's residence, that's a different piece of information
Sure.
that you're looking for.
Right.
Right.
Now, would it be a weird thing for us just to go walk up to the concierge and be like, "Hey, where does the Earl Marshal live?"
No, not if it's someone that looks like they should know, like
have
Quinn.
an
He has an invitation.
directly from him.
Okay, just asking.
Is there a return address on it?
No. Short answer. No. It wouldn't be weird.
Just trying to make sure that we're not.
Are you okay? Like,
Right,
I just feel like
additional
something's
attention.
wrong with you.
Yeah. Do you want to know what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. And I
It's
know
not
it.
his plan.
It's not his plan. It's somebody else's plan that
God
we're doing. And
forbid
Felix
I
is
came
like,
up with a good
he wants to
plan.
put his fingers in the plan and be like, okay, well now it's my plan. It's not your plan.
No.
Yes, that's
Let's
exactly
go.
what
We need to make
Felix
moves.
is.
I'm good with this.
Let's
so
hop- I'm hopping out the hot tub.
yeah.
Let's go.
I'm going down to the concierge to find out where I can find the Earl Marshal. Blackstone.
I'm just gonna hang on to this inspiration.
Yep.
You should get. I'm just saying.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
That was still very good.
I am surprised you didn't come up with this idea, though. I mean, it's a basic idea.
Oh, that's.
I mean, this isn't even
Wow.
like this isn't even a
Everybody-
light bulb for me.
everybody
That might be the
understood
meanest
this
thing
before
you've
you
ever
did.
said to
Quinn,
him.
Quinn, I come up with plans though. This is just an objective.
This is more of a mission.
No.
What?
This is a mission.
This is literally how we're going to solve the objective.
Yeah, is it?
It's a plan.
Just suck it up,
Okay,
Felix.
People,
Let's go.
we need to go save the world.
I'm
Can
going-
we please?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Either way, what is
designer's
wrong
note.
with him
Can
right
we
now?
move the plot, please?
Yes.
Concierge, go. That's
All
where I'm
right.
at.
So you get to the concierge, and you get kind of a funny look from the concierge. This isn't the sort of thing they would normally be asked.
Sure.
Like you go to D.C., you're not just going to ask the concierge at your hotel, "Hey, where does Senator Grassley live?"
I'm gonna ask for the
know.
best crab.
Why
cakes
not?
there.
Right. What business is it of yours?
Because
Grassley sounds like a
if
great
you were
guy.
to ask for where their office is, that's one thing. If you're asking for their residence, that's a different thing.
What a phone.
Well, I mean, at this point, it would be his residence, right?
Yeah,
How
still
about a
kind of
phone
creepy.
book?
There's no phones here.
What a directory.
no.
Okay. You know what? Make an insight check to go for how well you read the local phone book.
Directory. Address book.
Insight.
No, is this? Can we just?
There are like scrying orbs and
17.
whatnot.
We have
magic
A 17.
things.
You do look very thoroughly through the quote phone book, and do not find his name. He is unlisted.
I can't handle this right now.
I guess he doesn't have a phone.
So the concierge,
Or he paid not to be in the book.
right? So the concierge has no answer to
Yeah,
this.
because otherwise people would be banging on his door at all
Sure.
hours of the day. Guy's got to have some work-life balance here.
Did somebody slip him a few gold? They might actually know. It's not the worst idea.
Does anyone have a network in this city of people? Like-
Well, I do. I would be able to.
Well, doesn't
Could we
also-
go down to the bar?
Can I
Well,
ask
here's
my
what it says. Because
Trying to
I've
ask
been
my
thinking
guild.
about how I can use this in this situation.
okay.
I know the mercenary life well. I'm able to identify mercenary company emblems. I know a little bit
Right.
about any such company and leaders, who hired them, yada yada.
That's how we found out about the large
Uh,
Greek letters and the.
And my
yeah.
mercenary life affords me a comfortable lifestyle in these settings. So would I be able to like identify these men in the bar and like go talk to them?
I think we should try to ask my guild because they probably arm the entire city.
I
Deal?
would agree.
Let's do it. If you got to weigh in, let's do it.
Yeah, we stayed with them last night. It was not comfortable.
Wait, it wasn't?
No.
Wait,
Not
no.
compared to where you are right
Oh,
now.
sure.
Right.
I was comfortable.
It's your kill.
But the bed's too short for you guys?
I mean, not for me.
All right, so let's go find them and see what they know.
Yeah, good idea.
Good idea.
So, you guys go to the guild, and you're looking for this information. Let's see. How do
And
I
as
wanna
soon as
see
we
how the
walk into the
would have
guild,
it?
he's greeted by his guild members with a drink.
Oh no.
It's
You're
good to see
really
you. It's good to
trying
see
to
you.
Um,
Again. Fiddly do.
he would have to
Have a
order
brew.
his.
Hoo hoo hoo.
He would have to order his own drink at the bar there if he wanted to. They're not just going to be giving him, "Hey, here's some free beer. You're short like us. Whoop de
Second you
doo."
walk in.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna bring it back in here a little bit. So you are trying to get this information at the guild.
That's right.
Okay. Let's see if the guild has it. I'm gonna make a collective intelligence check for the guild.
I hope that's weighted on the high end.
I'm
They're a
rolling
guild.
straight up against a 15,
All right.
and an 8 doesn't do it. They don't have that kind of information.
That sucks.
Cool.
Womp, womp.
Well, nice,
So-
That was
nice
a
to see you all. I guess I'll order a beer.
And he orders a beer.
Glug glug, chug chug.
Dale.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Well, no.
bye.
Let's like hang out here for a second.
Let's have a chat. We can't just leave without like.
We've made no headway so far, and that's an issue.
Alright,
No.
So I'm gonna talk to Felix. Felix, I think it's pretty likely. He's my
Whose
brother.
plan is this?
He's my best friend.
He's my
Oh
best-
my fucking god.
Felix. I have a feeling that these guys probably have a hand in arming a good portion of the city.
Uh huh.
I mean, who do we see around here that we can ask about the whereabouts of Blackstone?
Well, you just asked them all.
I asked every single person in this fucking
You
place.
asked for the collective information of the guild.
There's not one shady fucking eye patch wearing peg like motherfucker in this whole bunch.
I
just
checked
hiding in the
against it.
corner.
No.
It's true.
Corner.
And
That's
I
it.
spoke.
It's
It
over.
was.
Son
It's
of a
possible
bitch.
you guys were outmaneuvered here.
Yeah.
We can also just go roam the streets.
I will never admit that.
I know you won't.
Okay.
Are we stuck just waiting for the coronation then?
no, we need to go do something now.
Okay.
You're all
It
just
is-
running wild in the streets at this
Hey,
point.
hey,
I mean,
It beats
So-
doing nothing.
yeah, go for it.
I have a non-hostile idea.
Whoa.
Tablet plan?
Okay.
You tell.
I would just like to update that we are now at midnight. We are 12 hours from the coronation.
We're wandering around.
It's not gonna work.
I think we're all rested up.
12 huge dongs just rang through the city.
Again,
pretty much.
Where?
As Fran takes the
Where are they?
As soon as I said 12 huge dongs, Mike perked up.
Listen, it's been a month.
That's a drop.
So dongs aside,
Which side?
what it like?
Or tucked or
so
taped.
so my thought too. Okay, so I'm thinking through Quinn's head at this point, right? So there's a core of fucking nation tomorrow. People have to be partying or excited about what's going on. Like we have to be able to figure out where Blackstone is at this point.
How can you inspect your invitation for any signs of anywhere where it could have came from? A postbox number, a this, a that, and anything.
That's all.
ink,
What
quill,
we see
anything.
right there is what we get.
Nothing out of that. You can get nothing out of the origin.
However, that did bring up something.
He physically has it.
I know.
You're saying that people are partying, and yes, they are. But if I
Carnival's
were the Earl
still
Marshal,
going.
I would probably be sleeping right now to prepare myself for the day that is coming tomorrow.
If I'm a sketchy Earl Marshal, I'm probably out banging hookers before the coronation.
That's where I was going with this.
Yep. He's prepared.
I'm
Tonight
feeling-
he's getting his nut off.
Like,
Tomorrow's gonna be a big day, boys.
Like getting it physically off, or are we like
I don't know how Blackstone gets
taken
down.
off?
I don't know what he does.
Only in Tamasha here.
Yeah.
We really
You
need to
gotta
make
pay
moves
extra
though.
for that though. Let's go find a.
so what about like the brothel?
Literally
local
asking
brothel?
anyone.
Turn over every stone.
Literally, let's go.
I mean,
split up and ask
Okay.
everyone.
No.
So now
we're not splitting up.
We're now. What's the lead vote? You guys are going to go towards the festival grounds to
Hey, wait a
try to
minute.
find a random
I just
brothel
don't
and
think
hope
this
to
is
God
gonna
you
work.
find
Wait a
a
minute.
government official in there.
Right.
The
Exactly.
brothel, no, but
Into
I
public.
feel like maybe this is in my wheelhouse. And if he's a customer of the brothel, any good brothel probably keeps records to prevent someone.
How about are you just
Keep
trying to
those
bang hookers?
Anonymous.
What the fuck brothel keeps a fucking...
Are you just trying to bang hookers?
Can I
Every
say-
good brothel in any good city keeps records of
Yeah.
the high-ranking officials that come in there.
Yeah.
so
No,
that
they
can
absolutely
exploit
don't.
Yes, they
Yes,
do.
That's the point.
Against
No,
the
they
point
do.
of the brothel.
Do
Well, okay.
any of you watch TV?
Yeah. Do any? Oh.
First off, can we not go to a brothel? Can we just ask literally anyone? Why does it have to specifically be a brothel? We just need to go do
Because
something.
Hoblet apparently wants to go bang hookers.
Well, I mean, as
Well,
long
we
as
can
we,
do
I
that
mean,
tomorrow.
if it fails, there's something else there for us.
Mort's about to go ahead without the group because we are standing in
Why
mud
is,
right now.
That's
why is
what I'm
Mort so
saying.
uncomfortable with the brothel? Is
'Cause
there
I
going to be
don't
somebody
want-
you know there?
I don't want my
mother.
life to end in like now 12 hours because we keep talking about brothel.
You don't know if your life's gonna end. We just know that fate
Yeah, fate ends.
ends.
Again,
I mean,
I don't want my
Semantics.
you, Mort, give me a better place to look.
On the bad
where do you wanna
shit-o-meter, we're
go?
talking about the
Where
difference between a
the
9.9
grocery
and a
store?
10.
Right.
Where do you want to go?
to end anywhere
No, we gotta find. Don't say anywhere. We had
that
the
looks
brothel.
again
Okay.
that looks like there is a group or collective of important people
Uh-huh.
and go talk to them.
Great, let's go to the brothel.
You guys go find some important people at the brothel.
You guys can go to the
Hell.
brothel. I am not.
Let's go down to the main party area.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
When did this group get so lame?
I mean, we can check out the brothel later.
It's not about being lame, Quinn. It's about actually getting somewhere that's going to give us more information than just.
Quinn, if we
Doing
survive, I
sexual
will go
things
to the
for us.
brothel with you.
It has nothing to do with going to the brothel, although that is a plus.
what does-
I'm just saying that is the best place that we're gonna find at whatever o'clock at night. A bunch of people that are of some sort of.
We've now bickered our way till 1 a.m, and I would love
Damn
to
it.
see what the lawful good paladin thinks of this
Goddamn.
plan.
Yeah.
Darrell looks to everyone and says, I am honestly proud that we're not going to a brothel.
Oh my god!
And when you asked when the party got lame,
I'm going to look at Felix and just say, Felix, do you have a plan?
Oh my god!
it's 1 a.m, Jarrell's going to sleep. You guys have
We're just letting it be.
bickered.
I'm
Coronation's
saying
in the
that-
morning. Gotta get ready for that.
I just want to know your opinion.
We
I'm
could
not-
try to intercept him in the morning.
My
This
plan
is
is to
ridiculous.
definitely, deal with this in the morning. Yes.
What?
Yes, definitely deal with
It's
this.
1 in the mid. It's,
in the
No,
morning.
no, no. That looks secretive. You're going to go do some shit behind our back.
Can you
I'm
agree
in.
with me for 1 second, Hoblet, that we're in the Twilight Zone right now?
I mean, I'm disappointed that they don't want to go to the brothel. Yeah, because I feel like it's a good plan. Aside from the fact that there's hookers there, I feel like it's a good idea.
feel like it's the
but
best idea
the
we
party
have
doesn't
right
think
now.
it's a good idea, so
My
we're not going to
plan-
go there.
My plan is to prepare.
Right.
Prepare
are we
for
preparing?
what?
Right.
potentially the end of the world, Quinn.
So what does that entail, Jarrell?
I don't know.
Who knows at
Whatever
this
that's
point?
whatever you're into, man. I got some ritualizing to do.
Why?
All right.
I've got some
No.
laundry to do. I need to
No.
cut my toenails.
What?
Jarrell's gonna talk to Valen if he still
Well,
has a
if you
helmet.
guys are trying to go to sleep, let's go to the fucking
I-
brothel
I
because
didn't
that's
say
anything.
I'm trying to go to
I'm
sleep.
doing. We need to
Okay.
do something.
I like, yeah,
Okay,
right?
so
Yes.
at this point, we almost seem like we're close to splitting the party here.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Close.
Why are we doing this?
Because I don't think the brothel's going to give you any information.
Okay, well, you know what? I'd rather try than fail.
I agree. I would
Okay.
rather try and fail
fail.
than do
Yeah, sure.
nothing.
Yeah,
and
So,
fail
exactly.
regardless.
so right now I'm looking at the left side of the table, leaning towards going back to the hotel.
Oh no,
And
I'm
the-
down with the brothel.
Woo!
All right,
Okay,
there we go.
Okay.
all right.
So
I'm sorry, I
Jarrell and
didn't
Felix.
I was proud of you,
No.
Okay.
and
so,
then you ruined it.
You two can go pre-ritualize all over your faces.
so 2 people are going in pre-ritualizing.
Yeah, they're going
Yes.
they're going home to have a circle
Ritualize each other.
ritualization.
Right.
The fuck? Okay, let's do this.
Okay, the rest of you guys.
Yep.
Since this is a classy establishment.
Great.
Good.
We're looking at 200 for the hour.
Bro, I'm gonna
Just
need
to
to
walk
borrow.
in?
I'm gonna need to borrow some gold.
Wait a minute.
I'm
Are
not
you really
kidding.
going to go into the lobby and not purchase any of the goods and see what happens there?
Right. So
We
here's
need
what
to
we're
be
gonna
good
do.
customers.
True.
When we walk in, this is Oblet's been down this road before. I'm a 300-year-old dwarf. I've paid for sex before.
Also,
I
excuse me. Excuse
literally
me,
can't
what
argue
the fuck
with that
kind of
logic.
brothel do you have to pay up front before even
I know, that's-
deciding if you like the merchandise?
no, it's
Fuck that,
the
babe.
social stigma of going in to a place like this.
This
and
is-
deciding,
so-
oh, that's too rich for my blood. I'm gonna walk on out of here and
No.
not look the
No,
least
no,
bit fucking
fuck that.
suspicious.
Yeah, that's what happens. You go. Have you ever seen like anything with a brothel? You go downstairs, sit in a bar, listen to some music. If you want to go upstairs, you go upstairs.
I'm not gonna defend my brothel experience or lack thereof.
So we're in the brothel.
I've got the end of the world coming up, and I'm having to impromptu a brothel scene that I could not have possibly planned for.
Good point.
I'm saying that all we're doing is delaying the inevitable, and I'm just fuck it. You're gonna make me say it. We got fucking played
Correct. We need to play back.
from the start of this with the whole gem thing from the very first fucking gem that we picked up.
Listen, just because you're pissed doesn't mean the rest of us can't have a little fun.
You go have your fun. I'm
We're
just
gonna
saying
have
it's
fun.
not going to lead you anywhere.
Fine.
That actually is a fair point.
I
But
am
I'm
going
still
to,
at the brothel.
If we're at the brothel, sure. So you know what? Hoblet's gonna find a girl who's. I would like to find the most like I want information and I want to fuck. So like, I don't want to find like the 19-year-old that's been here for 2 weeks. I want to find like the lady that looks like maybe the lady of the house or the one in charge, and see if I can like
the
schmooze
200-year-old.
her. Right.
Okay.
Are any of the,
Mama-san doesn't really work like that no more. But
Are any of the women there wearing glasses or bifocals?
Now,
absolutely, because this is the sort of place that caters to all kinds of clientele. So, because they're all well paid and well covered and doing this entirely of their own volition.
So we have already gone in. We've paid.
Jarl is not paid.
well, no, we don't.
does
We're
Jarl
in the
pay?
bar.
Well,
We're gonna
It-
pay.
yeah,
I thought
I
you
guess
didn't
you
come.
can look over the
I wouldn't have sat by myself.
No,
offerings.
Felix went with you.
I hesitate to say merchandise because I didn't want to be here in the first place. But you people have taken me here, and I'm going to play this in good faith as best as I can.
Are we gonna role play through the whole brothel experience?
I hope to
or
God
what?
not. I'm really trying to yada yada this thing.
Okay, so
We need to leave the brothel.
so here.
We need to leave the brothel. We do. There is very clear. We need to leave the brothel.
Or
we
Dave
need to
will
rest
kill
Or
our
just
heads.
give it a ... because you know what? You done fucked up this point.
Correct.
It's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning.
gotta
Now
fucking
you're
rest.
either spending it at the brothel or spending it back at the hotel.
Resting.
Mort
before
decides
the
to
end.
leave the brothel before getting any
Look,
sort of.
if you want to have 2 hours
infection.
less sleep, it'll cost you $200 or 200 gold.
I'm going back to the
That's
hotel.
all that you get is 2 hours less sleep.
Which is
for
what
doing
Dave has been trying to say since the brothel idea came up.
Listen, if we leave the brothel, I'm rolling for sleight of hand. If we stay, I'm rolling for acrobatics. And
Thank you for at least justifying this with quality humor. That's what we needed. That's how we are going to end this segment at the brothel. That's how we're just going to end this episode because fuck y'all. That's why.
Wow.
And now he gets to punish us in the next episode.
Now,
Which
because
is-
now I have to cram the entire plot into one episode, and I was really hoping to get through some of it here.
Right.
You took me to weird places.
I tried to take it to regular, normal places.
So did I. We tried.
But it's okay.
The shame in this room now.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's really fitting that the heroes ended up at a brothel like 12 hours before possibly.
I mean, that does make sense to me.
So, some of you guys are going to be going on short sleep tomorrow. We're going to just sort of take it back to the hotel. Everyone's going to get either 8 or 6 hours of sleep. And then it will be morning, and that's where we'll pick it up. But for now, we're going to bring it to an end of this episode of The Hapless Heroes. And if you like us, or if you're made profoundly uncomfortable by us, we can be found on the internet. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Reddit /r/Hapless Heroes Podcast. In the sticky posts for all of these places, you will be directed to a link for the crown jewel of our social media experience, our Discord, where you can reach any of us. We're only just a ping away to talk about the podcast or the bills.
Mainly the bills. Talk about the bills. Don't
No.
talk bills.
Don't talk about the bills.
Somebody
Whatever
talk
we
bills
want,
with
really.
me.
No.
let me tell you about my bills. I got the skills to pay them. And that's all I got to say
Yes,
about the bills.
even that. If you want to be a witty punster, if you want to put pictures of cats, we have places for that in our Discord. Now, if you really like us, you could leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice.
Just like this person.
What did they say?
They came. So comes from Modrigan from the UK.
Ooh, getting a
And-
little English love.
The Hapless Heroes combine excellent audio quality with equally excellent role playing. Too many actual play podcasts are stead affairs where the GM reads the adventure and the players dictate the action. These guys go way further than that.
we don't even get to the adventure.
Yeah, we go so far as to just completely bypass the adventure.
However, fully inhabiting their characters in a way which is a joy to listen to.
Aww.
Aw, man.
I also like the thorough recap at the beginning of the sessions, as I tend to listen to podcasts in chunks, moving from one to another, and sometimes remembering what happened is a little difficult.
We do those recaps because remembering is a little difficult for us to do.
Right.
Correct.
Glad you
Notice how
appreciate
many
that.
like names of places are conveniently dropped or glossed over during those recaps. We're
Right.
like,
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Well recommended. Listen to the podcast. You will not regret it.
Aw,
Thank
thanks.
you, Modrigan.
Thank you very
in the
much.
field.
We think you're
Modrigan,
incredible.
you're the best.
Yeah.
Now, if you really like us, you could donate to our Patreon page.
Pizza.
Yes, sometimes it goes to recording equipment. Sometimes it goes to pizza. Maybe someday it'll go to freezer beer.
Or
Freezer beer.
freezer beer.
Or
Chicken
any
wing.
other odd alcohol-related drinking challenges that we decide to take up during the recording.
Middle of the recording.
But as a potential backer goal, we have a copy of Hoblet's first notebook.
I already added it to the $10 level.
The,
Actually.
yes, the visual hieroglyphics that it is.
Yay.
Well worth it.
A lot of meat in those pages.
Unfiltered.
Yeah. I can't promise that it's all okay. Don't give it to your kids. Definitely don't give it to your kids.
Sometimes it's meat, sometimes it's grease drippings off of the meat.
It's
Right.
really not
Well, it's
even
all the
coherent.
meat.
Sometimes
The
it's
bones.
literal grease drippings.
the
That's actually
sinew
true.
at the joints,
Yeah.
the cartilage. It's
Right.
all of it. You got to take the good meat with the.
Yeah, but you should donate and totally get a copy of that.
It's
Yeah.
the snout to
It'll
tail
be- it'll
dining
be-
of the D&D notes.
It'll be yours forever.
Yeah.
And if you really like us,
Did that like 3 fucking weeks ago.
so
Every
much.
time we level up, I draw a dick on his sheet, and it took.
If you like us so much.
Okay.
If you like us so much that when somebody else is talking, you want to interrupt them and say something
He
about
just
our
elbowed me in
podcast,
the side and pointed to the
then
dick.
you should
I forget.
start your own window washing company and break into the offices that you're washing and navigate through the web and make sure that everybody's web browsers are pointed directly at our Podbean website or our iTunes website or whatever. Do you call them websites?
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry, I'm suddenly kind of drunk.
How the fuck did we get there?
And
So you're
Oh.
breaking and entering and loading all the computers with the hapless.
Hapless
Heroes.
yeah, and also as you're leaving, just leave like a Google Images search up for pancakes.
Cool.
That's you.
I love it.
All right.
Nom 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 pancake.
Also, has anybody ever Google imaged pancakes? Because it's just a delightful time.
Always blueberries.
If you're in a
though.
bad
It's
day-
always blueberry pancakes when
If you're
you
in,
Google it.
no, it's not.
Almost every time.
Well, obviously you have not done it. You've
No.
you've
swear
just
I
shown your hand.
Speaking of pancakes, let's outro our cast. Starting from my right, we have the gorgeous Morton Mack, played by Massimo.
Stinks in here.
We have Hoblet, the Smasher, played by James.
This will be interesting.
To his right, we've got Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, played by Mike.
I thought I heard a train. Maybe some railroading?
Oh, and to his... Really gonna say that after this one? I let you assholes run wild and free for 2 out of the last 3 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't fucking test me. See what happens.
Next episode's gonna be great.
Yeah. Pretty rough.
Oh yeah, no.
Can't wait.
Everyone's
is-
getting everything they deserve. So to his right, we have the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, played by Francesco.
There was a plan somewhere.
To his right, we have Lord Jarrell the Light, played by John.
The tension has turned to shame quite quickly.
In his right, we have Parallel Lincoln Woods, played by Zach.
Listen, all I'm saying is if you're in a bad mood, just do a Google image. Pancakes. Just search for the pancakes on the Google images.
He is at the appropriate BAC for IHOP right now.
It's great. It's a fun time.
And my name is Dave, and I've been your host and Dungeon Master. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We will see you next week for the long-awaited episode 100. The 100th episode recorded, including all the side arcs. It's not
Right.
really
It's actually
episode
gonna be
100.
81 episode 100. That's what it's going to be labeled
Yes.
as.
That's awesome.
Because I'm an asshole when it comes to numbering things.
I feel so good.
Does it not say blueberry pancakes is the first thing that pops up on pancakes? Google search.
No. Are you
Yeah.
saying the
Bye.
first thing? No.
Bye now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.